great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game. Coach mentioned they are still without their top running back here today. They are coming off a bye week, so they have been able to get some crucial reps with their backup. Their running back showed some real composure, more patience at the line of scrimmage, and just reading things a little better through these last couple of weeks of practice. We'll see if he's able to put all of that out there on the field today here in the first. Back to you.
I'll keep an eye on that one for us. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Dickey. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. Right side, it's Abrams. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. Ripping through the defense. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
RPO complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Pringle. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sees a crease. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Little too aggressive with the hands there. Got him for the hold. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Caught, and he's got room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start this season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Canes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. In the red area, it's Shepard. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now he's looking to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
He wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Pringle. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Dickey. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Jones wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Dickey. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. Brought down after the huge gain, gets us up and set up at the 27. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Quickly complete. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Gators have moved it inside the 20. Run in the red zone. It's Dickey. Here's a little room there. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great pump.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gators! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Rides to the back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Left side is Pringle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Long way to go on second down. Quick give. It's Pringle. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down to the air. Look out! Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Takes a hit as he fires. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
And they'll just down it right there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hits inside. It's Nicky. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Canes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw one first. Moves to his right. Throwing on the run. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Sells to run, looking to pass. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
The Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to slip through and pick it up.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Jones wants to throw it. Under pressure. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. They'll start this drive from the 42. Corner's going to give them room. From the gun, it's Pringle. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Short of the 1st down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Hunt is on its way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Jones to throw. Here comes the heat. And he gets it away.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, in 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. Right back to it. Spins away from the defender. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 18 team, the Washington State Cougars.
He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Jones wants to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many.
Oh, a lot of space. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. Looking for space. It's Sticky. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Making the adjustment. Got to make the play on fourth. Rush is on. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, you really can't afford to get that type of call down here when you're trying to punch in a score. He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. After that disastrous first down, they're way back on second and goal. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Straight ahead, it's Pringle. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Pringle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job.
Snags it, and there's running room. Running inside the 20. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. They go right back to their man on second and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On the snap, it's Pringle. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They march 78 yards down the field and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. No huddle here for the offense.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Out wide right, it's Abrams. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the move, it's Sticky. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's caught. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal.
Booster, go!
Sells to fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Moving out to the right. Lets it fly. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Turning it on! The 50, the 40, the 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish. A 70-yard run to the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark it down at the 29, and a solid return there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Escapes the pressure going right. And he gets rid of it.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Out wide left, it's Hooks. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Needs it here on 4th down. Rush right in his face. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. On the ground, it's Shepard. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Pringle. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I tell you what, man, the defense really needed a play. They had to have something go right. Down by 2 possessions, they do what they haven't done in this football game. They forced the turnover. Now set their offense up to hopefully get right back in this football game.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
He's changing the play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Canes! The defense putting points on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot. Upstairs, he's got it. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He wants a big play here late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, sometimes